Hi, my name's Adam Hince and I'm the pastor here at Essendon Baptist Community Church. Here at Essendon we have one big service at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning with kids program running downstairs and all sorts of things happening around it. As well as that, through the week, like many churches, we have lots of things that happen each day. Some things for women, some things for men, some things for kids. And like any church, none of that would happen without a whole lot of people who form part of the body of Christ, making it all happen. Working in teams requires all sorts of different skills. It allows some people who are leaders to really step up, take control, set vision, and we trust and empower our leaders of our ministry teams to do the best job they can. But not everyone wants to be up front. So some people who are part of our teams play an enormously important job that is never seen and never visible. And that's not just admin, although that's important. It's things like being there to get alongside the people who come along, get to know them, so that at their point of need and their time of need, we're able to help them. So we look after our leaders as best we can. Some leaders need a lot of training, support and encouragement, and we have mentors for them, or I provide a lot of support. But then there are some leaders who really don't need much other than permission to go and fly and do what it is that they feel called to do. Some of our things don't even run here on the church property. We have great things that happen in people's homes. So we're always asking the question, how can we empower and support more people? Part of our vision says here that everybody matters, which means there is a role for everyone. So how do we encourage them? How do we hold them accountable? How do we see that God continues to get lots of glory through the many things that happen here? We do the things that every church does. We have training times, they have meetings with different leaders who are the leaders of leaders. We have times where we get everyone who's a volunteer in the church together and we have what we call an induction, which isn't the most exciting meeting of the year, but it's part of making sure that everybody who is part of a smaller team knows they're a small part of something that's big. We ask each ministry to work through an action plan for each year, and we ask each leader to invest time in what it is that God would want them to do in that year. Around those specific things for what they do and the general things that we expect of every leader, we seek to help people understand what's expected of them. It can be really hard to feel as if you're failing to meet expectations that either are unknown or feel unfair. So we do our best to make clear what it is that's expected of leaders. When they don't do as well as they might want to do, or fall into areas where we think we need to help them change, we're very gentle, we care for them, and we make it really clear that we're always wanting to see them do well and get better, rather than just excluded from anything. We want people to have big dreams, but we want them to be accountable for those, so that as they're empowered by God to achieve the things that He's planted in them to be able to do, His kingdom is grown and more people hear the truth about Him, rather than us just being Christians with a whole bunch of ideas that never happen.